Now, these allegations are not new allegations. These allegations have been around for a few years. Okay.
Can I just jump in for a second?
Mhm.
As far as allegations, here, we deal with receipts.
Mhm.
Is there
Well,
paper?
there is a lot
What?
of paperwork. There's a lot of
So,
paperwork on it.
so hold on, slow down, slow down, slow it down.
Go
Let
ahead.
me let's walk through this. We're not gonna
Mhm.
speed past anything.
Okay.
The question I had is there any legal paperwork and documentation supporting Tasha K's claims?
No. No.
So Tasha K has made these statements and there's no legal paperwork to back up her claims of him being the P word.
Nope.
Yeah, we can definitely play some video. We're gonna play a video really quick by Tasha K.
Take her off the screen. Just play the audio because she on some bum shit. And if she flag my brother from another, I'll beat her ass in real life.
All right,
So play the
let's just
audio. Don't show her though.
okay. So we got the audio going now.
I
Hold on.
would say it was less than a year that I think the grooming started.
So when did you said it took about 9 months to a year for them to start grooming you? So did they start within 9 months to a year? Or
And this is the guy that
when you think
accusing
about
Larry
it, did it
Reid
start
of
the moment you
the
came into the
molestation? The guy that we looking at.
Okay.
And he interviewing Tasha K.
the church?
I think it would and just to be clear, we're talking about Reid.
Larry
to be
Reid.
clear.
Correct.
So when I say grooming, that's who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Right. I would have to say it started probably earlier than that. If I think about it really, because it would just be certain moments that would happen, and so like when I was talking about this off camera, one of the first moments that I remember having this was very like short after when I first came to church. He had a preaching engagement in Mooresville. It's right outside of Charlotte.
Okay.
And we were walking through. He had to run into Walmart or something. Walking through Walmart, and he was just talking to me. He was asking me certain questions, that kind of thing. And I remember him saying to me, he said, and like I said, like I told you with my memory, like if a moment has an impact on me emotionally, I can recall it, like everything about the moment. I remember the shirt on the rack behind him, like that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we were walking through, and he said, after I asked the question, he asked me, and he said, Trey, he said, if somebody wanted to manipulate you, they could. It would be easy to manipulate. Right. I remember looking at him like what do you mean? Why you say that?
Okay. So first of all,
hold on. Fuck all of this. Because what I forgot was I got this shit in the tuck. I actually have a recorded conversation between Larry and Tasha, aka Boosie, that Larry was recording that I received from Larry, and I had permission to play. So do you want to hear that recording? Because he recorded her.
Well, can I give a full update? Because you kind of gave a light update. I want to bring everybody up to total speed.
Well, go ahead. Bring everybody up to speed.
Okay, so Larry Reid is in a feud with Tasha K. Tasha K is bringing Larry Reid accused victim onto her private website, and she's been dropping little clips here and there about Larry Reid, and she be doing this new series called PPP, whatever. She, the guy that is accusing Larry Reid used to be members of Larry Reid Church.
Yeah.
Mother and two sons. Larry Reid would used to let people live in his house or whatever. That was a part of his ministry. A lot of ministries do that where they let the people come live in his house. All right. So these people was in his house. So Larry being accused of certain little incidents went down in the house. The mom was gone out of town. This is just
Right.
a short version. Allegedly, she said she was going to St. Martin's, and Larry Reid and the sons was living together. They accused Larry Reid of doing something inappropriate with one of the younger sons. The ages is confusing. Some people say he was 17. Some people say he was 15.
Right.
Larry did kind of admit that some stuff that happened was inappropriate. He didn't really go into detail of what he meant.
No.
I heard the live that he did.
No.
He said him and that boy had inappropriate conversations or something. He said that.
Hold on. First. Hold on. Before Killer, play your audio while J Doug gets his audio together. But go ahead, play your audio, and then J Doug's gonna get his audio together. We can do that.
Okay, so this phone call that I'm getting ready to play is a phone call between Larry Reid and Lil Boosie, and this is a call where Lil Boosie reached out to Larry and is pretty much being extremely manipulative. Being manipulative and trying to manipulate Larry into an interview. Pretty much, if you don't interview with me and try to get ahead of this before it comes out, I'm gonna out it. But I'll let you guys hear it for yourselves, and
I think I heard this.
In this situation, because I did know you, I still know you, but I'm considering taking the story, but I can't take the story if you don't agree to talk about it because it's one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
Now, let me give you perspective really quickly. At this point of time of the phone call, she had been dragging him and just, they were on the outs already for whatever reason. Like I said, I don't watch her, don't care for her. I'm not on that type of timing. You feel me? So that shit is for the birds. And for whatever reason, she fell out with him. They hadn't been talking, and she randomly calls him with this. Mind you, this had already been settled. Like I told you, these allegations were around for some years. You know what I mean? This guy didn't just pop up just now. So here we go.
Well, the only accuser that was somebody that accused me of something that was a crime was the person that I've already filed a lawsuit against.
There's 3 other people, though.
I don't know who they is. I don't know what that is. Or who that could be at all. So I can't speak on something. I don't even know who the people are.
Well, what about speaking on the one accuser that you filed a lawsuit against?
Well, now I won't speak on any of that because it's not true. And if I speak on it, I'm going to publicize it. And ain't none of it true.
I think you've been on platforms before. Didn't you speak on hundreds of platforms? And you had...
No, I never have. There's no footage of that because I never done it. Never, ever. Not even as it relates to that dude. I never have. Because it's a complete lie.
What if I told you the reason I'm considering taking the story is because there are some receipts that seem pretty solid?
That's impossible.
You sure?
I'm 100%.
You know I'm calling you, I'm calling you because, listen, I don't have anything against you. You understand what I'm saying? There's...
receipts of people accusing me of what?
Molestation.
Oh, that is crazy. Yeah, that is made up. Whatever receipts they gave you, they made it up. That is stupid.
So I guess what I'm calling to ask. So if I decide to take the story, you are not going to sit down and address it.
I'm not going to what?
You're not going to agree to sit down with me and address it.
Because it's not even true. Why am I going to sit down and talk about something that's not true and publicize? I'm just going to let my lawyers handle it.
But okay, so here's the thing. You know me, right? Molestation is, me and you have talked a lot about our past traumas and things we've gone through, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm calling you as somebody who know you and have known you, and yeah, we've had our differences publicly, but it had nothing to do with this, right? And if I say to you, I have receipts that are vetted, you don't want the opportunity to speak on that if I decide to go forward with the story, is what you're saying. You're just going to let it go. Yeah,
because I know myself and I know my past. I know what I've done, my present.
Nah, you gotta fucking relax, J-Dog. Why the fuck would you have my Uncle Larry up here looking like a pedophile, bro? Take that picture.
That's a haircut. You're doing it.
Nah, you gotta relax. That's a bad pic. He got mad pics. I'll send you the one I use as the promo. I would have never used this one. This nigga look like a pedophile. Allegedly.
Well, I like his response to Tasha K.
Whoa.
She was pressing.
I'm not done.
No
okay, go ahead.
Of me doing anything to anybody.
That picture is wild.
Underage. Okay. At all. It's something that somebody make up. And the only person who ever was close to me enough to make up a lie is the one that I'm suing. So anybody else is totally making something up. 100%.
So you saying the receipts are made up is what you're saying. That
absolutely.
Is yours. And there's nothing that you put out there or you said or you wrote. You didn't do it.
Now, people have been taking what I say and splicing stuff on my platform because I'm very transparent. But that I have never, ever, like that dude is saying to the courts, forcibly fondling and whatever else he did. Never, ever happened. So any receipt that you'll be using will be a lie. Because it never happened. I'm 100% sure.
Like, I want you to think. My name, I'm Latasha Keevy. You knew me as Latasha Keevy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I have, I just want to be clear that you're saying that you didn't put this out there.
Well, that makes no sense. And
it doesn't make sense, but here's the thing. To you, it may not make sense. But I'm trying to tell you, if I'm calling you Larry, and I'm calling you as Tasha, I'm calling you as somebody that's known you, that's been in your house, and I'm telling you, I ain't got nothing against you, Larry.
But listen to what you're saying. Okay. You're telling me you have a receipt of something that I put out. I would know if I put out something of somebody saying that I molested them. How in the hell? And that's vague. What is it they're putting out? What are they saying? I mean, if you tell me what it is.
You apologize to them for doing it.
Oh, my Jesus. No.
And you wrote it.
I know, never.
If I were you, here's what I would say to you. I haven't decided whether or not I was going to take the story or not.
It's not true. Let me tell you this.
I'm coming to you as a person that is very neutral in this right now, because if I wasn't neutral, I could have just went ahead and been like, boom, there you go, right? But I'm not doing that. I'm giving you the opportunity. I'm telling you, if it were me, I would be like, I need to know what this is before I say with everything in that this does
well, not. Yeah, I want to know what it is because I'm interested in what they made up.
It's not made up.
Natasha, how you know it's not made up? I mean, I wrote it.
Because of where it came from.
What you mean?
So you're saying,
what is it?
Nothing out there of you apologizing to a victim till you were blue in the face about what you did to them. Because why would you apologize to somebody that has accused you of doing heinous? So why would you apologize? But in this, you are apologizing and you want to apologize and you say you have apologized and to call me so you can apologize more. You didn't say, yeah?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so.
At all. And who is the person?
That's another thing. Like, you know, when it comes to these accusers, for their safety and stuff, I got to keep them.
Well, what am I going to do to somebody? I mean, I'm not even doing nothing to the boy, the main one that filed the police report. And how come they ain't did that? If that happened and they got that evidence, how come they won't go to the authorities?
Well, I mean, listen.
What happened, B. Laurel? Is there a disclaimer outside of our video or something?
Yeah, what happened? Well, I was just listening to the rest of the audio.
No. I'm talking to the chat because somebody is saying that why is the video coming up offensive or inappropriate by YouTube? What that mean, brother?
I don't know. Maybe we should not use the P word. I guess.
Oh.
I don't know.
Damn it. I gotta read those stipulations. What?
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, I want to just show What's Your Face something just to get a laugh off.
What happened?
But on the count of 3, if it's you, don't you just do it because somebody else doing it. Do not do that because you're going to mess up the anointing. But if this really in your spirit, and that's what you feel, jump up, hallelujah, right now and say, I'm going to give you more. Come on!
The hell is going on?
Come on!
Where the fuck he? Nah.
Ho! That's it. It's recorded in heaven. Covenant made. Covenant made. Covenant made. Covenant made. Covenant made.
Why y'all ain't tell me about this shit, Killer Gang? Nah, Jay Black is the illest for that one. Nah, salute to that nigga.
Did you have some audio of him saying something about?
Where the fuck did he sign that at, you guys? And why did you not never tell me of it? Do you want to finish listening to the conversation, brother, or are you good?
Hey, Killer, when I research. I'm all up in the crevice. I'm searching your wife. I'm searching your church. I'm looking up everything. I've been studying Larry Reid all weekend.
Damn, I know that's right. So you know what? Like, oh, that's fucking phenomenal that you said that. You know why? Because I would love to know what your conclusion is, honestly. Because when the last conversation that I had with Larry, I said, look, this isn't a good way for all of these new people to be finding out about you. I don't think he realizes the amount of new eyes that are on him due to the situation. Huh?
I've been knew about Larry Reid.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of people haven't. See, I was real with him. I told him the truth. I never heard of him until he went viral with the bitch up. When they went viral from arguing with each other. Prior to that, I never heard of him.
Well, some people saying the bishop and a lot of other pastors is behind this push too.
Well, he is, because allegedly he paid for the new lawyers for the guy to go on further. But he allegedly, the guy was on another platform today. One of my Killer Gang members was telling me that, how he was kind of doubling down on what he's been saying on Tasha K's platform, aka Lil Boosty.
Right.
But to me, it do sound like Larry Reid did something he ain't had no business doing. To me, I don't know. Because I mean, from his own mouth is really what I'm going by.
To his wife, but that's not Rose
Okay.
car.
What is it that
true,
you?
Marco?
What is it? What is it?
Home. He drove their car to the store. Took their car to the store.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you think you heard him say? You think he said that he did something inappropriate with this man, this young man?
I think he. I mean,
well, I'm saying young man. This nigga like 55 years old now. Allegedly.
But we got. I mean, I really. The way I look at it, I feel like it really shouldn't matter. You know what I mean? I don't think none of this stuff like this should be used on the internet to destroy a person, you know. So I don't know what's the like, I can't say guilty, not guilty, but I'm just saying for what I heard.
My verdict on the situation is, because there's no receipts.
It's receipts, but it's a lot of receipts. But
I'm gonna keep it a buck though, because I'm a Clubhouse war veteran platform, and on Clubhouse niggas deal with receipts. Niggas will pull up your AIDS records. Niggas pulling up your mom records. Nigga pulling up where you died at, who cut your grass, where your kids go to school at, where your ex-wife graduated from. You know, if you have any court cases, niggas pulling up court cases from 1999 on niggas. Like, it ain't hard to find receipts. That's one thing I found out on Clubhouse. That if niggas want to dox you and find receipts, then niggas will do it. And people say Tasha K has dug up old court records and restarted the talk. Listen, until I see some documentation, some paperwork on Larry Reid and the accusations, I can't believe it. Only because Tasha K, in all fairness, has proven to be cap before. So I can't sit here and let her make salacious statements and then it not to have any paperwork for this long. I feel like you shouldn't have came out with this type of news if you didn't have paperwork already to back it up. And because I have yet to see paperwork since we've been going live, I can't co-sign what Tasha K is saying or try to add any validity to it until I hear Larry Reid say what you said earlier or get some paperwork on the table. I can't, you know, say what he is. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
But he was taking them when he was supposed to be at school and stuff, right?
I don't recall, but it's
I moved all of them up. So this 2009, so he was 18 going on 19. So when I moved them all into my house, my 3-bedroom flat, it was like a penthouse. Once again, I said there are too many of these folk in my house. So I moved in the next building in the 1-bedroom. And Benson watched them over there. So you guys getting a picture of how things worked. This is like a family church. And most of these people didn't have parents, or if they did have parents, they was in a estranged relationship, or they was in a hard place in their life, or they was addicted to drugs, or they were fresh out of jail. I've had murderers living in my home. I've had mentally ill people living in my home who have stories for days. But that was how I did ministry. I thought that's what Jesus did. You know, which now I wish somebody had told me that this is some bullshit. I mean, if I tell the truth, Lisa was consistently in my ear. The lady I was dating was a preacher, powerful preacher. I ain't gonna call her name just so she can be attached to none of this crazy man. She came in the ministry like, she said, this is ungodly.
That time.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring y'all back. Last time you went too deep, and now on the tip of your peen is a little poo. Yeah. It's a little doo-doo that's on the tip of your peen. Well, you know, sometimes they say the love is in the doo-doo. Just wipe it off and then you get right on back to it. It can happen. So, Rose car. Is that
nah,
true?
this shit is edited and chopped up though.
He drove their car to the store. Took their car to the store.
Yeah. But he was taking them when he's supposed to be at school and stuff, right?
I don't recall, but it's a lot that he was doing during that time.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring y'all back. But I'm being a good pastor the best I could. When I say good, that's relative. I look back, I was being a dumbass pastor. Mm-hmm. And long story short, I'm in London. Vincent called me, told me what he caught him doing. I said, get him out my house and call his now wife. She kicked her out that house over there with the ladies. I said, I'm not fooling up with this no more. So this really began the beginning of me starting to recognize there was a problem in my ministry. I have coddled, I have not entitled, but I have enabled. It was a whole mess. The power of God was moving in the ministry and people's lives have been changed. But the ones that there was a group of them, and that's really who we're talking about. There was a group of them, it just won't rain. So I kicked them out. Now, mind you, me and Lisa are divorced at this time. She's in another church, but we're still in communication. And I'm telling her everything that is going on. She's like, what? Events are...
Okay, so what I'm getting an overwhelming live chat is that this is a chopped up clip, which backs up Killer Perez's statement.
Well, I did chop it up a little bit because people get the gist of what he's saying.
I'm not talking about the way
you. Yeah, the whole clip is chopped out.
Yeah.
Well, Tasha K chopped it up.
So I think it's safe to say we can rule a verdict, don't you think? I think we can rule a verdict in this situation.
I would say,
and say it's cap.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, that's how
I'm gonna say it's cap, man. I'm gonna say it's cap.
If it's cap, that's fucked up. If that's cap, then I heard he trying to sue her for $800,000.
I mean, I would sue her for $800,000. I feel like that's cap. Killer, what you think? You think it's cap? Facts? Where you at on it?
I think it's cap too, because I don't just like to think people that evil, me personally, but sometimes I end up being naive to certain things that people do. But me, I just feel like, why would he do all that? Just go get you some booty. If you want some booty, no big deal.
But my thing is, if it's not even legitimate, then we can't even say that.
Can we get this nigga from in front of me, please?
This throw me off too, man. It's like he's looking at us talking about him. Yeah, I think it's cap. So what do you think? I think it's cap. I think she's capping.
Well, I heard a lot of other research. I've been a deep dive in this. It's like a lot to lay out. A lot of people, other people, like, a lot of other people done laid this stuff out.
I mean, and lay it out, J. Doug. I mean, if you
can't lay it out. I'm not. Listen, I'm not.
You're not.
No. You can tell us your conclusion based upon your research.
Based upon my research, he did have something going on with the young man. Based on my research, the age is what he's trying to argue. Really, to me, that's what Larry Reid is trying to argue.
Okay.
But Larry,
and you know what? Can I talk? I'm so sorry to cut you off because
I'm trying to figure out if you ain't have
a lot of people been waiting for my reaction and my thoughts over on my platform, and I actually have been waiting to say what I'm about to say to Larry because I've asked Larry to come back onto my show. Shout out to Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry You told me you see my messages, beloved. You said you was going to get back to me. I'm waiting. You know, I really like to have a conversation with him because that kind of was my conclusion. You know, like I'm like, wait a minute. What I'm gathering is you keep trying to make it a point that you didn't know him then, you didn't whatever then, you didn't have the house then, like in every receipt that he had in reference to everything he was saying checked out, but it was always based off of what? The age thing, right? Never did he say, I never had anything going on at all, period.
Right.
I have yet to hear that.
Yes, I never touched his booty. He never was in my room. I never watched no porn. He said, hey, listen, I was an inappropriate thing, but I'm not going to go into detail on that. So that leaves a space open to me. But
wait. So were you on his Patreon when he said that?
No, all this stuff, you know, all these people cover this stuff and they release this whole thing. So I heard the whole conversation.
From the Patreon.
I even heard when his ex-wife got on the line and said, well, Larry was never alone. How can Larry do something like this when he never alone? And then Larry came in and said, no, I got to correct you on that. It was time I was alone and people did just come into my room. He said that.
Okay, but being alone and people coming into your room.
Right.
But
I mean,
he kicked the guy that's accusing him. He kicked her and the girlfriend out of the church because they were so-called dating. Some people say they were jealous because, he didn't want to give no more booty. But Larry was jealous because he didn't want to give no more booty. But that was some people say. But some people say that he say that he kicked them out because he didn't want nobody in the church dating. That don't make sense to me. What church don't allow people to date? And you ain't kicked nobody else out, but you kicked this particular young man out and his woman because they dated?
Well, apparently this is during a time where apparently Larry was very strict and did everything by the book back then. I don't know. This is what
was he running a cult allegedly? Like, what do you mean he was strict on what?
Like, just very Bible based. Preachers, they don't believe in like tattoos or certain things like that, piercings, things of that nature.
Right.
Street clothes, just very old school based Christian, old school Pentecostal Baptist, whatever his denomination was at the time, is pretty strict. I've kind of like tried to, and have been pretty much Team Larry and still am, because I feel like there was a thing where these people got together because they have it out for Larry. You have to look at who we dealing with. We dealing with a team up from the bitch up, Lil Boosie, and an accuser who have already proved himself to be a liar. There's text messages out where he was telling Larry, "Oh, you blocked me. You blocked all communication. Why would you do that? That's not something you do to people that you've known for 9+ years, 10 years." And when the math got the math, then if you knew him only 10 years, then that means you met him when you were almost 18 years old, which means you sat in Tasha K's platform and lied about the age on purpose. Now, here's my thing. If something did transpire between them, even if he was 17, 18, in my opinion, it's still out of pocket.
Right.
In my opinion. You know what I mean? But
well, if he was 18, not to me, but legal age, it's like, we can't move the goalpost on whatever. 18 is the where you need to be.
So the
But
boy,
see, but that's the gift and the curse, right? Because a legal, it could be 18 in Atlanta, 17 in New York, or vice versa. And
well, Larry Reid was at, it was 17.
but what I'm saying is we're talking about an age. But if he denied even having a physical encounter with said person,
honestly, I don't know. Did he ever, J Dot? Because you've done more research than me.
And Nene Marcy's, if Marcy, I'm sorry, if y'all want to call in or tap in with us to give us a little bit more clarity, please do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be misspeaking here about the situation. So
Y'all know I don't want to talk to none of you niggas, so you better keep it cute. My brother dropping a link, but I don't play with none of y'all. Don't even, hold on. Let me get my bag real quick so they can know, because I don't even be playing with niggas.
No, let these niggas know. So